It's quickly becoming one of the must-play games of 2020, but after a successful launch and the first major update deployed, what's next for Obsidian Entertainment's co-op survival game, Grounded? Hello friends, it's Codiak here, one half of the team behind Legion Gaming, and this is the video I've been waiting to make. A few weeks ago, we had the chance to talk to Adam Brennicke, who's spearheading the game, and he said that a roadmap was coming. We'll give the team of around 13 some credit. They have delivered, and boy is this exciting stuff. Now keep in mind, we're getting a look inside the developer's mind, just like we did when we showcased the Koi Pond update. All of this is subject to change. Nothing that we see is set in stone. The developers have said since day one that they want early access to be an open process, and that means showing and talking about things that may or may not happen. We already know about this first set of features. The August update went live with the biggest change being the introduction of the Crow. We did an entire video covering his location and the new feather resource, so check that out. What I'm more interested in is the next set of updates, which are labeled as coming soon. Now in parentheses, the team notes that these updates are still a few months off. There are a few things on this list we've already discussed, like the Koi Pond environment, which we covered in a previous video. Using a special developer build of the game, we were able to see inside that work-in-progress world and get a peek at this new biome. We also touched on things like the bee and mosquitoes, as well as the water-themed equipment, which are both on this list. There are, however, some new things on the list, a healthy mix of new content and quality of life changes. You can see that a new building zipline tops the list, and that's something Adam hinted at in our interview. He mentioned that a new form of transportation was coming, and by the looks of it, ziplines will be a new crafted structure that will allow players to get around the backyard. On this list is also one of the most demanded features since launch, a change to how equipment is allocated in your inventory. It looks like items you have equipped will no longer take up backpack space, and this is a welcome change. Some other features include password-protected games, friend invites, and localization in French, German, Italian, and Spanish, opening up Grounded for tens of thousands of new players. Finally, we see some exciting additional changes like improvements to the hedge biome, possibly opening up the new lab, as well as signs and stickers for our base, new crafting stations and burgle quests, and more quality of life improvements. This is a hefty list, and if I were a betting man, I'd assume that not everything here is coming at once. The team has committed to monthly updates, so I would expect to see things trickle out, but that's just a guess. Beyond this point are planned features with no hard dates, and this is where we step into Idea Land well beyond what the files have revealed. There are some familiar things here like the fireflies, which we've seen before, and there are some other elements that are even marked as in progress, such as the roly-poly creature, the Act 1 story, and new graphic option improvements. The rest is just ideas on paper, but there is definitely some incredible stuff here, like insect pets. We've seen the word tame throw around quite a bit, and it looks like the team is heading in that direction in one way, shape, or form, starting with our little friend, the aphid. It looks like the team has big plans for ants as well, introducing a new anthill, as well as a new creature, the queen ant. The team also mentions ant pheromone control, which could be a new way to control actions of the ants. I think the radio wheel, bad or good, offers the team a lot of flexibility for interacting with the world. Being able to tell ants to attack or harvest would be a new engaging system and one that I think players would really love. Other plans include expansion of the sandbox and haze environments. The haze is already more developed than the sandbox, but the idea of a more arid biome opens up a lot of new opportunities for the team. We've seen the sandbox teased in concept art, so we know the team is thinking about it, but what does that entail? Me personally, I hope to see a scorpion or two. Could you imagine fighting that? Truly terrifying. There are also some more broad changes to localization, as well as commitments to expanding into higher tiers of tools and armor. The team also included improvements to our new bird friend, as well as the introduction of additional interactions. It seems like this list of ideas is phase 2, not wildly ambitious, but something the team plans to address down the line. Again, these are ideas with no fixed timelines, so don't get caught up in the details of the when, just enjoy the what for now. There is one more juicy section on this list of ideas, and it's clear that this is the dream list, the things the team hopes to implement but may not due to any number of reasons. The real talker here is weather and dynamic events, both of which came up on our interview. I'm really excited to see if the team can pull this off, and while I realize it will be incredibly hard, this would drastically change the game, and I think overall would really excite the community. We've seen how Obsidian can change the dynamic with a patch. Just look at the flooded zone. Taking the extra step to make this a dynamic occurrence could be a game changer and a feature that would really provide an X factor for the game. Some other things to note: powered buildings. Right now, electricity isn't something players have access to, but it makes sense that we'd eventually get to that point. With all the high-tech lab equipment around the backyard, it's not a stretch to wonder when we might be able to use those resources for ourselves. This is going to excite all my base building friends out there, just knowing the team has a lot of plans for expanding that feature. Of course, we see some broad concepts as well, like additional decorations, crafting materials, higher tier structures, and new defenses, as well as additional creatures and insects, all things I think the players will expect. This is a broad brain dump section and gives you a really good idea of the major pillars of the game and some important concepts the team is considering. Now finally, all the way at the bottom of the list is something that we brought up to Adam during our talk: dedicated servers, which is a concept the team is considering. This is by no means a confirmation that they're working on servers, but is at least acknowledgement of the idea. I'm so excited that the developers are taking us with them on this journey. It amazes me that a team of 13 can work with their community so much more effectively than other studios, and it's a testament to the skills and foresight the Obsidian team has. For me personally, I'm really looking forward to seeing dynamic events in Grounded. I know it's a lofty concept and something that will really push the team, but I think it would add that perfect element of randomness into our experience in the backyard. But I want to know what you guys think. What features from the developers list are you most looking forward to? Let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to use the official issue tracker to report any bugs to the team. Leaving your thoughts on our video is great, but let's remember to help out the team as they continue to develop Grounded. We hope you enjoyed this special look at the future plans for Grounded. Remember to keep it here for in-depth Grounded content as we continue our journey through early access. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss a video. Also, check out the link below and join us on Discord. Our community of over 5,000 is spread across dozens of great games, so join today and become part of the Legion. My name is Codiak, and on behalf of Livid and myself, thanks for watching, and play on.